party. We're making a chicken and wild rice soup, and as I said, we're just going to do it all in the slow cooker, and it's so quick and easy. So we've got a nice big slow cooker here, and I've got 3 to 4 boneless, skinless chicken breasts. And sometimes I'll buy like the garlic herb or some of the different marinated chicken breasts just to give it more flavor, so it's up to you. So I'm just going to get those into 3 to 4 nice size chicken breasts, raw, into our slow cooker. There you go. How are you today, Miss Ann? Wonderful. Good, good, good. Okay, so now I'm going to get to work and chopping some vegetables. And if this is one of those things that you are going to throw together in the morning as you head out to work, the night before you can just quickly chop up some onion, carrot, and celery and just have them in Ziploc bags to throw in the morning. I know that's probably one more thing in the morning you don't want to have to deal with before you head out the door. So if you have it all ready to dump and go, it just makes it that much easier. You can also buy pre-chopped onion, and you can buy it, you know, in the frozen section in a bag and use that. So in goes our onion right on top of the chicken. Now, because this is going to cook low and slow all day, I'm just going to cheat and use the pre-done baby carrots. I'm not even going to worry about chopping them because they're going to get nice and tender, and I like the way those look, and I always have a bag of baby carrots, or I normally do, just, you know, to put out for veggie and dip platters and things like that. So I'm just going to put in some either peeled diced carrots, or in this case just the baby carrots. I've got some celery. And I'll keep that kind of chunky because, again, this is going to cook all day in the slow cooker, and I don't want it to disappear on me. So, you know, 4 to 6 stalks of celery. I like a lot of celery in my soups. Chunk it up and get it in there. Now, wild rice. We are actually going to use the real wild rice. And it's a little pricey, but again, this is going to make a big batch of soup, and a little goes a long way. So this one bag here is going to make a big kettle of soup. It really just kind of grows, I guess is the word. Now, when I buy it, either it comes in a bag or a box. I like to rinse it. And so I just take a colander that the rice isn't going to go through, or sifter or something like that. Now, if you've ever cooked this stuff before, it takes forever and ever to cook. It's not anything like regular white rice. That's why a lot of times I'll just use like the boxed wild rice, the quick cooking wild rice, you know, in recipes or as a side dish. But because this is going to cook low and slow all day in our slow cooker, and I do love the real wild rice, this is perfect for this recipe. So we're going to stick with the real stuff. The other stuff, the boxed, like the prepared type of wild rice, would really kind of disintegrate on you. So this is going to hold up to all day of cooking. Now, a couple other fun things we're going to put in here. I'm actually going to put a couple of bay leaves and a couple of sprigs of fresh rosemary, which is really going to give this soup some great flavor. And there's nothing, I mean, chicken and rosemary go so well together, and it just smells so good, and that's what's going to kind of take this soup to the next level. Because we're kind of cheating and just dumping everything in here, we need to add some special touches to really give this soup some flavor. So in you go. There you go. Now, speaking of flavor, when you cook, well, I might as well just throw all those carrots in. When you're cooking with a slow cooker, the liquid that you're cooking in, if you're not taking the time to brown things and braise things and that type of thing, the liquid that you're cooking everything in really needs to be a cut above. It needs to be good stuff, and that is really the key. So whereas some, you know, people would just dump water in here, that's just not going to give you that flavor that you're really going to want, that nice rich soup taste. So I've got the good stuff. This is boxed chicken stock, and I'm going to use about 12 cups of that. I love this box stuff. It's come down in price, and it's really real chicken and bones, and they make it, you know, it's not just bouillon granules, and it makes a big difference. So In goes our chicken stock. Put about 8 cups in here because we're about at the top of our slow cooker. You could probably get a couple more cups in. You can always add more stock later to see how it goes. Maybe a little more salt and pepper. The lid goes on and see ya. Out the door you go to work or wherever you need to be, running errands, you know, however you fill your day, or even just at home. And you get to smell it all day while you're doing the laundry and working on the computer, or, you know, cleaning the house, that type of thing. So this is a great Sunday type of thing to make. And then everyone looks forward to it. There's nothing like the smell of soup cooking all day. So you come home and this is what you're going to come home to. And it smells amazing, but we're not done yet. We're going to make this even better. Look at this. And look, because we use that chicken stock, how rich and wonderful this is. Now I'm going to fish out, you want to fish out your rosemary stems in there, and if you can find those bay leaves, if not, people will be able to pick them out. Oh, Anne, spectacular. Now we want to finish this soup by adding a little bit, and this is a trick that I've learned from a lot of my chef friends, a little bit of acid at the very end when you're finishing a soup can really bring it to a whole nother level. Just depends what kind of soup you're making as to what kind of acid you'd be using. So let's say that you're doing something like a minestrone. A little touch of balsamic vinegar at the very end of your minestrone soup making, just a little dash in there can really take it to a whole nother level. But in this, we're using a chicken soup. We've got rosemary, lemon juice just is the perfect acid to use just to brighten up the flavors, I guess is the word we want to use. And we don't need a whole lot. Just squeeze that in there, and it's just going to brighten up that flavor. And then we're also going to brighten things up with some fresh herbs. All right. So I've just got some fresh flat leaf parsley. And this is something my mom even did growing up when she's known for her homemade chicken noodle soup. But just throw some fresh chopped parsley in just before you're serving it. With fresh herbs like this, when you want to, you know, finish the dish, right before serving is just a great time to throw these in. We're going to do about a 1/4 cup. Just finely chop it up. It's just going to make the soup look really pretty and just taste really nice. All right. In you go. There's my bay leaf. There. I was looking for you. All right, soup's on. Look at this. Wow. This looks amazing. The wild rice, the carrots, the celery, the onion, a little bit of brightening with that lemon juice and the parsley at the end. Just makes you want to curl up on the couch and stay home sweet home for sure. Serve that with some bread for dunking and sopping up every little last bit. And there you go. It's my chicken and wild rice soup. Recipes on our website. You can also pick it up at any area Festival Foods. Enjoy!